This video will discuss the CRAAP test for sources, research techniques made easy. First of all, what is this CRAAP? It's a test to determine source reliability, and it all begins with currency, or how timely the information is. Next, we've got relevance, or how important is this information for your needs. After that is authority, can you trust the source? Accuracy, is this content reliable and correct? And then last but not least, we have purpose. Why does this information exist in the first place? So let's get to currency. There's more to a source than its age. Some older sources may still be valid, while seemingly new sources are outdated relative to the issue. Let's take a look. First, we've got Decision Science's Journal of Innovative Education. This is a study of effectiveness of web-based homework in teaching undergraduate business statistics. Notice, it was released 21 July 2008. My red flag is asking myself, could there be an update? Because this information is 12 years old, is there any chance that, while valid, this information is just a little bit dated? Could there be information that exists that is now more accurate because it is more recent? Next, we've got relevance, the best and brightest. Let's say I'm researching the ketogenic diet and I find something from Healthline that describes what is the ketogenic diet, what are the basics, what's the summary, what are different types of ketogenic diets. In the grand scheme of a project on the keto diet, I would argue that that site was pretty relevant, as it did contain a wide array of information about my chosen topic. Next comes authority, or the credentials that would make a site or source trustworthy or untrustworthy. The most important thing that I can remind you all here is that a website is worth more than its URL address, meaning you can no longer just evaluate a website's authority based on a .org, .com, .gov, or .edu system. In 2020, anyone can buy a website. For example, we can take a look at my own, liebertlearning.org. This is a website that may more or less look credible. However, I do have the freedom to publish anything that I want on here, regardless of the fact that I do own a .org. This doesn't suggest that you can't trust a .org, or that all .orgs are more or less trustworthy than .coms or .govs. But instead, everybody, I just want to remind you all that you need to evaluate the website's content and its author in order to really figure out how valid of a source it is, to figure out if its authority is worth listening to. Look beyond the URL. After that, we have accuracy, or how truthful the information is. With accuracy, I think it's very important to discuss bias, which is prejudice in favor of or against one thing, person, or group compared with another, usually in a way considered to be unfair. Beware information that is shaded in a particular opinion set. That's not to say that bias should be avoided at all costs. We just need to be aware when we are reading sources that are shaded in bias. Last, we've got purpose, or why the thing exists in the first place. Let's take a look at this Harvard Health publishing from Harvard Medical School, asking, should you try the keto diet? If I were to do a project on keto, I could use this to evaluate whether it would be a good or a bad idea based on the information that's provided. However, if I fall into a website that merely describes a keto diet app, I don't think it would be as useful for my research purposes because its purpose was to advertise an app, not to inform me about the diet itself. And that is the CRAAP test for sources. Please reach out if you have any additional questions. Have fun researching.